Hi everyone, and welcome back to my Buck Screen series. Um, I'm exhausted, so I don't really feel like doing this, but I want this episode to be on time, so here I am. Guys, don't start to play now. Not a good time. Dogs just decided they want to play, and it's like just past 8:30 at night. Anyway, and that's why I thought I'd make this episode. So, welcome to episode 49. Which obviously we've got 52 episodes of the year, and that leaves 3 after this one. So Luke, go lay down. Hey, go lay down. Oh, I'll calm these dogs down. It's because they just got fed. So after dinner time they want to have a play. And yeah, I fed them a bit late because it's been a hot couple of days. And I don't know, to me I don't like eating when it's hot. Once it cools down I get hungry if I'm going to eat. So yeah, I've been feeding them around the 8 o'clock mark. We're almost peak summer here, so it gets late. It gets dark quite late, so it's only just got dark a bit over half an hour ago. Just before 8 o'clock I think it got dark. So, but yeah, it's dark now, and I've moved. As I said in the last episode, I was moving, and that happened. So now I've been a few days in the new place. I'm staying at my mate's place. It's a bit further out of town, but both he and his girlfriend have got a car, and I can hitch easy enough from here because I've done it before. I've lived here before. About 6 years ago, I think it was, 5 years ago, I think I was living here. Lived here for quite a while. Had a big tent set up down the back. He's got a caravan down there now, and he wanted me to take the caravan, but I'm in the shed. So the shed's close to the road. The caravan's not. It's a big hill to walk up if you're down at the caravan to get up to the house to use the toilet, for example. So from the shed to the house is only, 20, 30 metres. So quite easy to get to the toilet, to the fridge, kitchen if I want. But yeah, I can cook out here easy enough. I've got most stuff I need. I'm thinking of getting an air fryer. But anyway, that's getting off topic. So, for the first time ever, I've got the Cybertruck and the camper both side by side inside a shed. It's a two car shed, so it's got plenty of room. I was calculating you could set this shed up with 6 of my campers inside it, and maybe not have room for 6 Cybertrucks, but definitely if people had push bikes, they could park the Cybertrucks outside. Probably get a couple of Cybertrucks in here, but it'll make it hard to walk around. But yeah, you could fit 6 campers in here, 3 across the front, 3 across the back, and you'd have room between and around all of them to walk. But you probably wouldn't want to do that. You'd probably want to set a corner up where you could socialise, cook, that sort of thing. So anyway, dogs and I are all good. Just a bit exhausted. I've been doing a bit of lawn mowing today, and Matt's got a little push mower. It's a bit of hard work. The grass here is quite thick, and it's getting a bit long. But anyway, that's a constant job that I'll be doing. I mean, I'm staying here for free, and I was doing the same thing at the last place. This place isn't as glamorous. It's not as pretty, you know, but it's a much bigger property. It's I think it's 18 acres or so. It's got 2 dams on it. It's out of town, so it's quiet. Yeah, and don't have to pay rent, and got a mate nearby, so it's pretty good. As long as he don't flip his lid at any stage, he's definitely mellowed. But he, in the part, I mean, what is he, 51 now? Or 52? 51 or 52, I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely mellowed in recent years. But he's got a reputation for being a hothead, and he can be stubborn, fly off the handle, and even be in the wrong and stick to his guns, and be stubborn and not admit that he's wrong until he's calmed down. And by then he could have done damage. You know, that's how he kicked me out last time. It was something silly, really. And he apologised, and yeah, he kind of begged me to come back this time, saying, you know, that he promises he'll never do that, no matter what happens. He won't kick me out again, no matter what I do. So I guess proof will be in the pudding. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I picked up some rubbish and I find myself in a bit of a cleaning mode since I've been here. This shed's it's a shed. There's tools everywhere and all sorts of stuff. Toolboxes and power tools and 2-stroke tools. He's got everything. And then there's sleeping bags and tents and surfboards and all sorts of bits and pieces, stuff that doesn't fit in the house. I think there's a fridge in the corner there. I might put that to use if it works. I think this is a bar fridge here, and then there's a chest freezer there. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff in here, but it's all around the wall, down both sides walls, all on racks, and across the back wall as well. So there's plenty of space for me and the dogs, the Cybertruck and the camper, and I can even work on the Cybertruck in here. Then once the Cybertruck's done, I can move on to working on the camper. So that's actual plan. Use this dry area with a nice concrete floor. I can put a mat down on the floor and lay down and get under the Cybertruck if I need, or under the camper if I'm doing stuff. I can have power anywhere. I can weld in here, I can grind in here, I can paint in here, I can glue in here. Yeah, I can do electrical stuff in here as well. So there's a lot, and I've got lights. I find I'm using my battery on the camper a bit more. Well, obviously I've hooked up a couple of 12-volt lights, and it's so that I'm not running the shed lights, which are old fluorescents, and I'm sure they chew a lot of power compared to 12-volt LED lights, and these things are super bright. I've only got one on, and I've got a little one on the other side of the shed, lit up. And do I have one on in the camper? No, There's one in the camper I can turn on. They're not all 12 volt. Some are USB powered. But yeah, I've got 3 12 volt lights, and if I light all them up, it's like turning lights on in this shed. It's quite bright. So if I really want light, I can turn the fluoros on, plus all the 12 volts. I can move the LED 12 volts around because I've got them on long leads. I can move around to a favourable position to make it easy to work on stuff. So yeah, that's one thing I've done since I've been here. I've been playing around with power, setting power up and lighting on the camper, and I haven't finished what I wanted to do anyway. So I wanted to set up the power like it's a little more permanent on the camper. So it means mounting things to the camper and having plugs on the camper, things like that. I want to have the charger hooked up to the battery all the time, but I want it so it can be just plugged in from the outside of the camper, you know what I mean? And then a switch on the inside that actually turns the charger on. But yeah, all those little things I want to do. When I get the 4 batteries for the Cybertruck, I want to have 4 chargers inside the Cybertruck as well, hooked up all the time to the batteries, and then all 4 of those chargers hooked up to a power board, and that power board leading to a single lead that I can just pull up somewhere and plug an extension lead into the Cybertruck, and I've got all 4 batteries charging at once. So yeah, that's another thing I'm looking forward to, being able to work on everything here. And at the old place, the last place, I felt like, because it's a nice place, and you know, just let me stay there for free, and I didn't want to be too much of a pest. I tried not to make too much noise, and you know, once it started to get late, I'd stop. I wouldn't work, you know, like, because she went to bed early. She was in bed like 7, 8 o'clock. So, but here I could pull out the angle grinder at 10 o'clock at night, no worries. Maybe later. But yeah, my mates often up 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and even like throughout the night, if I'm decide that I'm doing something, and it's just something like wiring or things that are gluing things, laminating stuff, upholstery, all sorts of things like that don't make noise, I can be working on them all hours of the night. So I'm pretty pleased with the setup. It just needs a bit of tidying up. And another thing I've decided since I've moved here, I decided it pretty much straight away after I moved in here. I decided not to rush with the Cybertruck. Well, one thing that's out of my hands anyway, because I can't do much until I got batteries. It's supposed to be tomorrow or the next day that my mate said he'll have money and he can lend me the money to get the batteries, and then I've got to order them, and it's going to take probably 3 weeks for the batteries to arrive, so they're not going to be here before Christmas. Because yeah, that puts it up around towards the end of December, just after Christmas. And of course, Christmas mail, very unlikely they're even going to be here in December. It's more likely going to be early January and probably mid-January. So I'm fine with that. So long as they arrive before the Chinese New Year. But yeah, so I'm getting 4 batteries from China, and they're a lot bigger and a lot more expensive than the ones that I've already got. The ones that I've already got won't go to waste. I've got plans for them eventually. So yeah. Another thing, since I moved here, I found one of my old batteries from like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when I went to Sydney. So yeah, it's a bit of nostalgia. I had 2 batteries, 2 20 amp hour 52 volt batteries, and if I had both of them now and going, I'd be so happy. They cost me back then, I think, $630 each, so they're quite pricey when you look at $1,260 worth of batteries just for 2 batteries. And that was just powering one motor. I'd plug one in, run it flat, and that's like half tank, and then I'd swap over to the other battery and plug them in and run that flat, and hopefully I get home on the second battery. So yeah, basically you have to plan your trip. And yeah, so I had those big batteries so that I could get 100 k's in a day without having to stop and charge. And yeah, even with a bit of hills, I could get, 70, 80 k's. So that was pretty good. Anyway, I haven't got a charger to test this. Well, I have one here, but it doesn't work. So I haven't got a charger to test this battery to see if it'll work. I put a battery meter on it and it just doesn't show anything at all. I haven't got a proper battery thing. I've just got one that shows voltage. So it doesn't even, it's an LED one, it won't even light up. So I'd say there's less than 6 volts in that 52 volt battery, if at all, and there's a good chance that it's terminal, because I'm pretty sure that lithium ion batteries don't like to be sitting totally discharged like that for 6 years or so. But anyway, what I'll do eventually is get the same plug that's on the batteries that are coming, or the ones that I've already got, because I'll have chargers for all of them, and I'll swap the plug that's on this one, which isn't one of those old snap-on ones with the 3 prongs. I don't like them. They're good, but yeah, you always hear them pop when you plug them in. But anyway, I'm going to get rid of that and put a different charge plug on it, and then I'll be able to see if it'll take any charge, and that will surprise the hell out of me if it works. But it'll also be good because I'll have another battery. Don't know how good it'll be. Probably won't have much range after all these years, if any at all. Yeah, I really don't hold much hope for it to do anything, to even charge, So anyway, enough rambling on about batteries. But yeah, that's the thing. So in the next couple of days I'll hopefully be ordering the batteries, and they'll be coming towards the end of the month, or no, sorry, likely early excuse me, early to mid next month. Have another drink. This is a stupid thing I do when I record these. I decide to relax my nerves, I'll have a few billies before I smoke, before I talk. And what it does, I sometimes have 1 or 2 too many, and it irritates my throat. So that's where that cough came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Washed it down with a drink anyway. Excuse me. So yeah, as I said, I moved. I'm happy here. So far so good. There's lots to do, but I'm going to be doing things at a slower pace now. There's no rush to do things now. I decided the fact that I've missed the 5-year anniversary for the Cybertruck release, or the Cybertruck announcement, the prototype announcement in November 2019. It was 21st November. I've missed that 5 years, so you know, what's the matter if it's 6, right? But yeah, so I'm not worried about a launch video in the immediate future. It will happen. I just don't know when. Hopefully early next year. That's the plan anyway. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen this year now. So, well, I don't have the batteries anyway to be doing proper road testing. These batteries will work on flat road, and there is flat road out the front. I could push it up the driveway, which is only about 10-20 meters uphill. I could push it up there, no worries. And then I could hop in it, turn it on, and drive it up and down the road at the front. But it's yeah, it still needs some things done, and I thought, while I'm waiting for the batteries, I could be working on things and getting it looking a bit better. So when I do get the batteries and do make a video, it'll have something to show. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing little shorts where I do little things in the shed here on the Cybertruck or on the camper, and I'll just show what I'm doing or what I've done. Also, with there's a lot of dogs here at my mate's place. He's got a lot of dogs. Can't remember how many. There's probably 15. At least a dozen. At least a dozen dogs. So yeah, if you hear dogs barking, it's not always mine. Mine are all asleep at the moment. I had their little play at the start of this video, and I told them to settle down, and they did. But yeah, I can hear my mate's girlfriend yelling at dogs down at the house at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit noisy here with the dogs. I'm used to it because I've lived here before. There's a few more huskies here now than there was back in the day. There was only like 2, and now there's 4, I think. Yeah, it's got like 4 huskies, 2 Maramas. Actually no, maybe it's 6 huskies, because those things are huskies. There's white ones. There's 2 white huskies as well, and a Samoyed, and 2 shepherds, and then 2 black, I think they're called black Australian shepherds. So 2 German shepherds and 2 black Australian shepherds. The male shepherd here is massive. He's a big boy, Jasper. Yeah, a couple of days ago, my mate lost one of his dogs that was about 8-9 years old to a brown snake, which is pretty sad. Yeah, Razor, and he used to be head dog here at the gate, so he was the watchdog, you know. Anyone comes, he was the first dog they'd have to interact with, and he didn't muck around. He'd try and bite people on the bum if they got close enough. If he didn't like them. Yeah, he was a good watchdog. So yeah, my mate likes dogs that don't let people come onto the property and wander around. And so yeah, he's got the dogs in the kennels, which have got their own yard. Or there's 3 yards. They've got 3 yards, 4 if you look at the other one on the other side of the driveway. But yeah, 3 yards all attached to each other and attached to the kennels. 3 massive kennels, like they walk through. Each one's got 2 or 3 doors on it. Hang on, no. 1, 2. They've all got 3 doors. Hang on. No, one's got 2 doors, one's got 4 doors, and one's got 3 doors. No. Yeah, 3 doors. That's weird. 2, 3, and 4. But they're all side by side. That's weird how one's only got 2 and one's got 4. The one in the middle's got 4 because it's got the joints onto the one each side of it. So you can open it up so it's one, all 3 kennels become one big kennel. And it's quite a big roof area. It's about the size of this shed actually. So yeah, about the size of a double car garage. And yeah, it's got concrete floors, and it's got dog beds in there, and then it's Besser block walls, and then wire at the top to allow airflow through. So yeah, they've got it pretty comfortable in there. And then they can walk out of the yards, and they've got grass. They've got the yards to run around on. There's obstacles and all sorts of things. But everything's sort of overgrown and a bit neglected lately, and yeah, stuff power grows here. Like really, we're in fertile country, and it rains a lot, and there's a lot of sun, so things just power grow. It's, you know, it's crazy. The grass, you can sit down for too long and you disappear in it because it grows up around you. So yeah, you've got to constantly mow, constantly whippersnip, constantly weed. It's my mate's girlfriend. And triggering my dogs, hang on. Okay. 10 seconds later, and the dogs are laid back down. I just paused in case my dogs continued barking. But yeah, she came out of the house and yelled at one of the dogs. So, and she can be quite loud, and my dogs react to it because they're not used to, you know, because we're out in the bush, so it doesn't matter if you're loud, right? She's at home. But yeah, my dogs aren't used to it and they freak out. And that's what happened there. So anyway, guys, yeah, just thought I'd get this episode done. Even though I didn't feel like doing it at the start, I feel a lot better now that I've started talking. I really didn't even want to talk right at the start. I was forcing myself to talk right at the start. But I got it done, and it's been a decent episode. We're pushing half an hour. So, and that's a bit longer than I've been doing lately, which will mean I'll probably only get 1 view, but that's fine. I don't care. It's like I said, this is like therapy for me, and it's me getting stuff out there. It's kind of like a diary as well. And who knows? There could be someone listening to this in 50 years' time, fascinated by it all, or not. They'd probably be as bored as someone would be listening to it today. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening if you're listening, and please leave a like. I'm not getting too many likes and comments lately, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm not here for them. I'm here just to do the episode. And yeah, but please like, comment, subscribe. Love yous if you are listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.